Mic's working, hopefully the stream's working. Okay, so I technically could have streamed like over an hour ago, but I've been doing some redecorating. We have... Oh, I forgot to change the wallpaper and flooring in Lucian's office. That's fine. We can do that later. We have Lucian's office, which is unfinished. We have the home gym, which is also unfinished. We have a spare bathroom in the home gym. We have Lucian and Mallory's bathroom. We have Lucian and Mallory's bedroom and closet. We have a cryptid and nursery, cryptid and nature themed nursery now. I haven't really touched the living room and dining room area. I did add a small table here for the family to use so they don't take up seating space for customers while the business is open. Then, I guess you could call this Silas's office for now. Silas's bathroom, all I did was change the wallpaper and flooring. The cafe, restaurant, whatever you want to call it, bathroom, all I did was change the wallpaper and flooring. And then Silas's room. It's, very colorful. I just kind of had fun with this one. I did really want to use this desk. A lot of stuff from the Comfy Gamer kit, and a lot of stuff that are just like always included in my builds. I think every time I build or decorate a house or apartment in this game, 3 things that are typically always there: the cookie jar, the ghost in a jar, and the marble jar. I mean, also usually the matching headphones and gaming controller and stack of Sims games as well. I use those a lot. My game's frozen. Give it a second. There we go. And he's got a fish tank. I gotta get him some fish. And, a little caterpillar thing up here. I threw these in here so he can work on his skills. I need to do some more work with his bathroom, but that's a project for another day, just like the living room. I do think, since the game crashed now, and at this point I have saved before I started the stream, just in case it crashes again, so I don't lose all the progress on decorating. I think, since it's already saved, whether she is or isn't, we're gonna go ahead and find out if Mallory's pregnant. Yep. Okay. Glad I went ahead and built the nursery. I mean, they will have more money before then, 'cause she doesn't even know yet, and won't for about 24 hours. So it'll be like 4 or 5 days. What I am gonna do is I am just gonna cheat their needs. Probably only twice this stream. I'm gonna do that once now and once before she goes into work in the morning. Probably should have had one of the boys fix the sink, because they already have handiness skill and I don't think she does yet. I have a decent feeling that we'll be okay from crashes today, because something that I just did by mistake, I just saved the game with the small business open. For a very long time, that was almost a guaranteed crash. Like if you had a small business open and you saved the game, it was gonna crash. And it was like that for months. So hopefully no crashes today. Why did you go all the way to their bathroom to throw up? There are 4 bathrooms. Eventually, when Silas moves out, these 2 will probably become the kids' rooms, and I'll probably turn the nursery into a walk-in closet at that point. I don't think they're gonna have more than 2 kids. We'll see. Maybe 3, but probably 2 kids and a dog or a cat. Okay, we're just going to use some of the profits from the business to start making nectar. I did say I would max out all of his skills that have to do with food or drinks, so that's cooking, gourmet cooking, baking, mixology, nectar making, and juice fizzing. The nectar making and juice fizzing are going to be a little more difficult. The others not so much. He's already maxed out gourmet cooking and I think regular cooking. I did buy the cupcake machine. Make on it with the baking skill that you can't with just a stove and a fridge. But also because makes it a little easier to make stuff like the cupcakes and not have to dig through the whole food menu in the fridge. So yeah. Which honestly, I should probably be having him work on that. Let's see, bake. See, there's just some stuff that you can't make normally, because without the cupcake machine, you can't make donuts. You can't make the tarts, and you can't, I don't think you can make muffins.
Mid-wrap.
Oh, I forgot to put him a table in here, so he's gonna go put that on the table and somebody's gonna steal one. Unless I grab them first. There we go. That also just goes like a whole lot faster than regular baking. Okay, somebody did buy something.
Fred a Shay.
I do have to keep an eye on the time because Mallory does have work this morning.
Yipsy.
But I'm gonna try to start doing like more of a balance where I actually work on all of their stuff each stream, because I feel like I haven't been focusing on Silas very much. Okay, we've only got a couple of hours. Like I said, I am going to allow myself to cheat their needs one more time this stream. Just because I'm very frustrated that it did crash when it did last stream.
Oh, darn it.
Like, I was in the middle of telling a story and the game crashed, and I just got so frustrated at it that I didn't come back to stream. I instead went to go play Minecraft, working on a project on there, and then watched a cooking show until like 2 o'clock in the morning when I said, you know what, I need to go to bed. But I guess back to what I was explaining about that story is family member has a dentist appointment today. I didn't get very much sleep yesterday because the same family member took insulin for the first time, and nobody else in the house was either. One family member wasn't home because he had to work. My uncle was asleep, so I knew somebody else needed to be awake in case she had a reaction to it, because not the same person that prescribed the insulin, but a doctor that prescribed her other medications to help with her blood sugar and blood pressure medication. She tried to explain that her blood pressure was only high because anxiety. The doctor did not listen and prescribed it anyway and told her she needed to take it. She took it and almost died. Like, she ended up calling the pharmacy because of all the reactions that were happening, and the pharmacist said if it did not stop, she needed to go to the emergency room. Because the blood pressure medication and the multiple medications to lower blood sugar just dropped her blood pressure and blood sugar to dangerous levels. Probably should have gone to the emergency room anyway, but sadly, when you cannot afford health insurance, you also can't afford emergency room visits very easily. So, yeah. But my point is, I wanted to stay up in case something happened again. Thankfully, she was fine. but I'm not gonna get too into it on stream, but none of us will be going back to the same place to get any kind of treatment again. We will be going somewhere else.
Woohoo!
Just because of really just like for the most part incompetence on their end. Like, I understand you would probably need to see a specific patient more than once to fully understand everything that's going on with them, but when somebody tells you they have anxiety and that's why they're struggling to manage blood pressure at that moment, and you don't check the blood pressure again and just immediately prescribe blood pressure medication, that seems crazy to me. This time, the nurse did listen to her and checked her blood pressure after about half an hour, and it was fine. But, like, they also claimed they didn't have it, they didn't have any record of her basically being overdosed on medication. Even though she reported it to that doctor, and the pharmacist reported it to that doctor. That doctor also transferred to another location. And this time, I wasn't there. But after what I was told, yeah, if we go back there and the same thing happens again, they might have a lawsuit. Like, for real. No sense of human decency from the lady that treated her. Like, personally, I have always struggled going to the doctor. Almost every doctor I've been to, I've had bad experiences with. Either it's somebody that's, like, nurses too, somebody that's being overly cheerful to try to put you at a sense of ease, but all that does is bother me because I can clearly tell that it's not how they really act. I think the only doctor, like, I've never had any kind of issue with was the one at Texas Children's Hospital when I had to go get my cast when I was 14. He kept joking about Dr. Pepper the whole time. He had a like 20 ounce of Dr. Pepper and dropped it on the floor. And that also helped because my cousin was there as well. Sorry about that. That was my phone. It said spam risk, so I am not answering it. just keeping a check, because still waiting on any information about my disability application. Oh yeah, update on that. Because I was awake yesterday morning, we decided to try to call for a status update on that. We could not get through to the person that was supposed to talk to us about it. It said that she wasn't available. Well, she originally told us it would be like 6 to 8 months before we got an answer. It's been 9.5 months at this point. So that's why we're trying to get some kind of an update or anything. Any information that they can give us. Careful, Mallory. No luck getting through on the phone call. We then get put on with an automated system that cannot understand what family member is trying to say and hangs up on us. Finally, we decide, okay, let's see about checking online. Turns out we had not set up an account online like we were supposed to. So we ended up doing that. I don't think you have to set up the account online, but it does make it easier. Got that set up, only to find out that, basically in Texas, instead of it taking about 6 to 8 months for them to make a decision, it's more like 12.5 to 13 months. So basically I probably won't know anything until November. But, I mean, we do know I haven't been denied, at least, so there's that. That's the main thing I was worried about, that they just denied it and failed to follow up, which I don't think is supposed to happen, but I don't know.
Floy Masharnu? Misa. Oh, yoyum.
Yeah, still waiting on an update on that. But I mean, like I said, at least I haven't been just completely denied. Also, gonna apologize in advance for any chaos that happens with the dogs during this stream. Pretty sure all 3 of the inside dogs and 1 of the outside dogs are all in heat at the same time. Again. And while we do have Artemis in a kennel, so she doesn't get pregnant, and there are no male dogs in the house, so the 3 in here can't, Artemis does have a bad habit of escaping the kennel. We have fixed it over and over again, and she still keeps escaping. So hopefully I don't end up with puppies. I know that I don't need any more animals, but I think if Ollie were to get Artemis pregnant, I would probably end up keeping one of the puppies because Ollie is 11.
Sulji Sulte.
He's in pretty good shape for an 11-year-old dog that's been outside most of their life. But, like I said, he is 11, so...
Chimere Jabin Slawfish.
Simbab Kriko.
Jabin.
Shamabu.
Ah.
Good luck. Storm of Flame. Goof. Submit your gal. Namka Harb Dolls. Sabomanugam. Wafatub Fibose.
Oh, well that... apparently Mallory doesn't like the director. Or at least doesn't like one of his traits.
Harbin Batul. Huh?
Zibor.
Shobaba?
Ribalfa?
But yeah, I guess, as far as, like, life update stuff, that's what's going on right now. Just, you know. Still waiting to hear anything about the disability. Still...
Hangu.
just lost track of what I was saying. Anyway, family members at the dentist. We are, or at least family is, the only money I get comes from family, but, or the tribe when they do the 2 checks a year, but, family's doing a bit better on money right now. So we're managing at least, but the disability would help me, because that means I can start helping out with bills, get some of the animals better kennels that they really need. And actually pay for my own food, because that's been an issue. I will just straight up not get some of the food that I want because it's too expensive and I know it's not my money paying for it. So that's been an issue lately. I also very much need a new phone. Let's stay here and save, just in case. Okay, she did get a promotion. We will go ahead and grab another audition. I think she has time to do one more gig before she gives birth, because at the moment she still doesn't know she's pregnant yet. It's gonna be the highest paying. That one. Oh, I didn't even check like the timing on that or anything. Okay, Wednesday. I think Lucian's audition is today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. In 2 hours. Okay, we're just gonna save and then have her head home. I guess a little bit more of an update I can give. I mean, it's not anything different. So my cat Tinkerbell disappeared again for a couple of days and then reappeared, and she is eating food again every day. She still will not come back in the fence and still will not let us get near. I mean, I guess at least we know she's still coming back to eat. I guess a bit of an update on the strays. I don't know that I would call Taco and Merlin strays anymore. They don't leave. Taco will occasionally leave if the neighbor's cats are in heat, but Merlin only gets off the porch to use the bathroom. I'm pretty sure Merlin is a very old cat, and he's...
What's the best?
I think Taco might have been somebody's pet that was dumped off out here. Or maybe even one of the neighbor's pets that just decided to stay here because we feed him. But Merlin, I don't think he was somebody's pet. I think he was probably abandoned as a kitten. He still... I mean, I did manage to pet him the other day, but he still spooked a little bit when I touched him. But he now will let us get closer to him. He yells at me for food if I'm taking too long to feed them. But basically the only times he gets off the porch is to use the bathroom or if Artemis chases him off the porch. Which has actually gotten rarer lately. She hasn't been chasing the cats as much. I know she's not really trying to hurt them, it's just she chases them because she knows they run and she thinks it's playing. Now, I wouldn't say the same about the neighbor's animals. Like, she has tried to attack their goats through the fence. But that, to her, is just her guarding her fence. But I've watched her with the cats. She never actually tries to bite. She just chases them because they run from her. Because she'll actually play with Taco. Or even just walk up to him and lick him. But I do think probably part of why Tinkerbell isn't coming back in the fence is Artemis. Because how much the neighbor's dog scared and traumatized her. But there's not really anything I can do about that. I can't leave Artemis in the kennel with no extra exercise 24/7 just at the slight chance Tinkerbell might come back in the fence. That's not fair. She has been back on the back porch once that we know of in the months that she has not gotten near us. And that was at like 4 o'clock in the morning when family member was getting ready to go to work. But, I mean, I've always known the risk with cats that won't stay penned up. And with her, we had her in a kennel with her mom, her aunt, and her great aunt, I think, which are the 3 cats that raised her. Because her mom escaped the kennel hid under the house for 2 days, got pregnant, we caught her and got her back in the kennel, but she was already pregnant. Speaking of pregnant, Mallory just found out she's pregnant.
Wamberka Dunda, Winubu.
Chaboo!
Oh, Kabla.
Whip Mippa. Mimon.
Vimka Cecil.
Okay, Lucian has his audition in an hour. Mallory needs some food. I think all she needs is level 3 fitness, and I'm pretty sure she's higher than level 3. Yeah. Hopefully he just went to the bathroom. No, he washed his hands but didn't go to the bathroom. Or maybe he was washing a dish. Oh yeah, this is the desk and computer I was talking about that came in the in one of the free marketplace drops. And actually, those free marketplace drops have now given me 2 of my favorite desks. I really like this one, and I really like this one. Oh, it's somewhere. There we go.
Woo.
Oh, I was meant to have him clean and I just had him throw up. Is this a cleaning gnome? Still gonna have this for 2 days. You know, it would be 1 day, but the day I played through on last night's stream does not count. Okay, now that we have some money, let's buy a table for in here. Or some counters, something that he can set this on. Well, you know what? I think I will give him the neat trait. I think that actually fits pretty well for him. I do really like the bedrooms now. I mean, his could probably still use like a few decorations on the wall, but I was running out of money and I still needed to do the nursery and the bathroom, so I did end up selling one of the beds, but I did hang on to the other one for now. if I get to a point where they are very much struggling for money, then I'll go ahead and sell the other bed. Sure, let's make some cupcakes. I am trying to keep an eye on my phone in case anything happens with family. I think they'll be okay. I think they were only doing a few small things today. It's not anything major. Okay, I think his cooking skill is already maxed out, so I'll probably focus more on the baking.
Ooh, You live?
Oh, we actually sold most of the food.
Uh-huh.
Thing is, too, I also need to make sure that I try to save enough money for him to eventually move into the other apartment. And I'll probably end up decorating that apartment, too. Because right now, I don't even know if it actually has furniture or not. I do have what I think is a fun idea
Ashma.
for the next generation. And, right now the idea is kind of that the next generation Sam becomes a park worker that also, opens a pet store. And the pet store has a little cafe in it. And if I want to do that, maybe I go with, like, the storyline of, their Uncle Silas teaches them how to cook.
Trips.
But they also really like animals. I don't know for sure that's what I'm gonna go with, but we'll see. It has been a while since I've played as a Sim doing the park worker career, and I don't think I've like finished the career on stream. I don't think I've had a Sim finish the career in general, but you know, that could be fun. And then giving them like a small business would give them something to do during the week when they're not working the park worker career. Probably should have cleaned it before filling it, but whatever. See what I mean? There's just a lot of stuff that you can make with this that you can't make on the stove. Which I understand the reason for it. It's to give you a reason to buy this thing. I think the last time I had a sim that actually had a cupcake machine was my sim Kelly. Which was not long after the Life and Death pack came out. Because Kelly was the son of the sims that I used for the Reaper's Rewards event. Which makes me realize I actually, a lot of my sims that kind of become more, like the ones that I'm more attached to, I tend to bring into Legacy Bloodlines, and I haven't done that with Kelly. Well, I have at least 2 potential partners for the next generation sim anyway. I might have to end stream. I think family's home. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to anyone who subscribed. Hopefully I will see you guys soon for another stream. And I might just try to stream the next part of this tonight. I might also just stream Fortnite tonight. I'm not sure. I'll probably play through like the next next acting gigs for both sims on my own, and then the ones after that'll be on stream maybe. We'll see. But yeah, see you guys later.